Today's verse is 2 Corinthians 4:18, and it says, "So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." Now, what comes to mind when you think about this verse? The Apostle Paul wrote this letter to a church that was in a place of struggle. They were finding it hard to understand suffering, limitations, and disappointment. But this verse provided a powerful invitation for them and also for us today. We are invited to fix our eyes on what we cannot see. Now, to fix our eyes means to intentionally focus, to train your attention. Now, think about that for a second with me. Paul isn't denying reality. He's teaching us how to interpret reality. What we see around us, our circumstances, our bodies, our struggles, even our successes, these things are real. But imagine an iceberg in the ocean. What you see above the water is only a small fraction of what's actually there. Most of its mass is hidden beneath the surface. Now, in the same way, what you see in your life is only a small part of the bigger picture. God is constantly at work in the unseen, beneath the surface. He's shaping your character. He's forming your faith. He's building something eternal. So take a moment and reflect with me today. What has had your attention lately? What have you been fixated on? And what would happen if you fixed your eyes on the presence and the promises of God instead? Today, let's not just think about this verse, let's live it. Let's train our eyes to focus differently. If fear tries to capture your focus today, take a moment and remind your soul that God is with you and you do not need to fear. If comparison tries to distract you, stop for a second and hold tight to the promise that you are called, you're chosen, you're equipped. And if weariness whispers that nothing is changing, take a deep breath and thank Him that He is faithfully working in the unseen. Let's train our eyes to focus differently. Let's fix our eyes on Jesus. Amen.
In fact, Jesus said the biggest obstacle to experiencing God's heavenly life and presence is our stuff. The word Jesus uses literally means the stored up things, so our storage.
Okay. Yeah, some people do have a lot of stuff, but it's natural to collect things. Stuff can make life easier. Stuff can give me security. Stuff gives me freedom.
Well, we think that it does, but Jesus says not so much.
Don't store up your stuff on the land, where moths and nibblers destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. Okay, but what if I just protect my stuff?
All right, but now your attention is going to be on keeping your stuff safe. Jesus says the good life comes when our attention is directed elsewhere.
Store up for yourselves the stuff of the sky. Sky stuff? What's this sky stuff?
Well, it's a kind of stuff that is so secure that it can't ever be threatened. And it's different from our stuff here on earth. It's the stuff that God's heavenly kingdom is made of. And the more you collect it, the more you'll experience that kingdom here on earth.
All right, how do I get that kind of stuff?
Well, Jesus said that we can experience God's heavenly kingdom now, when we love God and love our neighbor. It's that rich experience of peace and fulfillment, those moments when heaven and earth unite when we follow the teachings of Jesus.
Like a kind word or an act of generosity? Offering forgiveness and showing compassion?
Yes, store up that kind of stuff.